let's take a break and talk about money. I've got my Black Wall Street journalist. She's a former investment banker who left corporate America to found Kids Who Bank, an organization that teaches financial literacy to children in 137 schools nationwide. Say hello again to Jatali B. What's up, lady?
Cheers, Rakia. I'm good. Just had our first LA Finance and Success Talks panel. So I'm on a natural high right now. And not that other kind since I'm in LA.
Well, that's good. Congratulations on your panel. It was a panel about what? Financial literacy or
So we had, just heavy hitters from each industry. We had Jason Estrada, who's like a celebrity fitness instructor. We had a wellness speaker, Debbie Brown. We had Lisa Puerto, who basically is the real estate version of what I do with Kids Who Bank. She teaches you how to invest in the real estate market. And we also had Ricky, and Ricky has an organization called Have a Soul where he donates, like trainers, sneakers and things like that to homeless people. So these are like four people who are killing it in each of their fields. They're amazing. And I feel blessed that they came out and we had a nice crowd in West Hollywood. It was beautiful. So, exciting moments.
nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. So what is your investment tip for today, Chitali?
So today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I was thinking about it, and you know what? I normally, because I have my Series 7, I've done certain things. I used to be afraid of talking about stocks, but I can make suggestions. So we're going to talk about stocks, and I'm going to suggest a few stocks, and you guys will do your homework. Everyone who's listening, if you want to invest in certain stocks, it could be cryptocurrency, it could be cannabis stocks. I'm going to give you a few tickers and a few names and their abbreviations so you can look them up easily. And I want you guys to do your research, but I'm going to tell you that these are some that I invest in and I would suggest for you guys to invest in. Some of these, heads up, will be a little bit more expensive and some of them will be cheaper. And with the political turmoil that's currently happening in the world, if they're the ones I would say to watch, especially because some of their prices have been dropping. So when prices drop, I invest and then I hold on to it and I give it some time so that once the political turmoil kind of settles, that their prices go up and I'm in the know. So I won't give you the why for all of them, but I will give you the why for some, right? One of the ones I would suggest is definitely Quest Diagnostics. They just did a partnership with United Health. Now, if you're paying attention to this industry, then you know that's something big. United Health, Quest Diagnostics, automatically, in my opinion, their tick is going to go up. Another one that I was very interested in is Zixi, Zixi, and it's Zix Corp, and their email provider. With their email provider system, I've been noticing in the tech world, a few people have been covering them and talking about them. And when I look at articles and I read like the Wall Street Journal, I look to see who are people talking about. What email provider seems to be popping up and being mentioned or having name drops happening. The Zixi is getting name dropped. So another one is Plug, Plug, and that's Plug Power Corp. And then another one of my favorites right now is ARTX.
Wait. Plug power. What is that?
Manufacturing of like hydrogen fuel cell systems. They replace conventional batteries and equipment and vehicle powers that are electricity. So right now, my personal opinion, when you look at electric cars, I think that they're here to stay. So because I think that electric cars are here to stay, a company like Plug Power that is the batteries that are in the electric cars, things of that nature, and I would suggest to invest in that. Another company is ARTX, which is Aerotech Corporation, and they're like drones and virtual reality corporation. So
Interesting.
drones are not going anywhere. In fact, when I first saw this wave of drones, I was like, it's a little expensive toy for someone with a lot of money to play with. But now I'm like, look, they're making drones equally as impressive with amazing quality, but they're lowering the price on the drones. So I feel like drones are the next wave, especially when you see a lot of music videos and, like real estate videos and things of that nature are being shot with drones. Can you imagine? Will Smith just did an Instagram video doing the whole, what is that, the Drake challenge, the Kiki, and he used a drone to shoot a footage of him doing something that was probably illegal in France. So, things like that, I pay attention to it. And I did my research as to what drone companies and virtual reality companies seem to be making the bugs. And I said ARTX. That is my opinion.
So you're saying just the toy drones for personal usage, like playing
No,
around.
they handle all aspects of drones.
Okay, because and
So,
the reason I ask is because
mhm.
my day job is with the human rights organization, and drones have been killing people worldwide. Governments are using them. So are you saying if we, and I'm always about, yes, we can invest and we can make money, but we also have to think about the effects and make sure that it's not hurting people or keeping people down. And so are you saying investing in these drones, and they could also be investing in military drones as well?
So that is the thought. I guess once again, I did start with saying, do your research on all these corporations, because once again, even going back to, like, let's say if I said PayPal or something of that nature, or Square, when you do your research, you might see that, hey, a company like Square, they might invest in something you don't like. They might be a pro proponent of something that you feel like is bad to society. I will say that our tech, from what I do know, they have done security products for the military. I didn't think about the fact that they probably use those drones to kill people.
Yes,
Um,
Syria.
so that's something, yeah. So with that said, that is something to keep in mind. But at that same point, once again, any company that I suggest, any company that you look up online, if you watch a show tomorrow and they say, oh, this stock is going to be the next hit stock, you should always do your research and see that whatever it is that you're investing in, is it something that your conscience is going to be fine with.
That is an excellent point, Jatali. While I have you on, I would love to talk about our next news story. And I rarely do this, but since I have you on, I think it makes sense because it ties in to investment, and actually one of your most popular tips that you gave. I'm going to go into the next news story. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Real Black news story number one. This has to do with Jersey City, New Jersey, which has become the first city in the state of New Jersey to decriminalize marijuana. Now, this comes from ABC 7 New York and the Jersey Journal writer Terrence T. McDonald. I wanted to talk about this because I remember your first tip was about investing in marijuana. Now, Jersey City is implementing a policy decriminalizing weed. So their mayor believes that it'll increase racial justice while protecting public safety. The policy, it's already in effect. It downgrades some marijuana charges to non-criminal offenses. And what it does is it encourages prosecutors to seek a dismissal of low-level marijuana charges. So they're recommending diverting defendants with a criminal past and signs of addiction to the city's community court. And I really like that their new chief municipal officer, his name is Jake Hudnut. It's a funny last name. But he said, quote, what gives me pause is that despite similar cross-racial usage of marijuana, New Jerseyans of color are 3 times more likely to be arrested and prosecuted for marijuana than white New Jerseyans. And we already notice it's happening nationwide. So what they're doing now is they're recommending a fine of no more than $50 or 5 hours of community service if the weed charges aren't dismissed. Marijuana possession, normally it's like what, 6 months in jail, disorderly person offense. But when you hear this as someone who's about investment in marijuana and weed, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Especially now that Jersey's attorney general has come forward to say that Jersey City doesn't have the power to decriminalize weed. What do you think of all of this?
But the thing that I think is amazing about this is that it's creating turmoil, and it's creating a conversation that needs to be had, and it's a step in the right direction. So my personal opinion, this is going to be a money-making move, and it's going to be a power move for a lot of people. And I think that this will also set a precedent for other states and other cities to follow, because if this one person is able to go head to head with the attorney general and win, guess what? That means a lot of other people are going to follow suit. And I think a lot of other people will have the guts to do it, because it only takes one person to get in trouble for it and to fight back. And if they get away with it, all it takes is one person to win. Because if you win, that in a court of law, any lawyer, any attorney that you bring is going to be able to say, hey, but this person in Roe versus Wade or whatever the it's going to be was able to win. So if they were able to win with these exact terms, then you can't go back and say I can't win the same exact terms. So I think this is going to be a moneymaker. This is going to be amazing. I think it's going to be a freedom ring for a lot of people. I think that it's a step in the right direction. And don't forget that Jersey, if I'm not confused, I'm talking about Rakia, the bald-headed mayor from Jersey,
Cory Booker. Yeah.
Cory
Newark, New
Booker is
Jersey.
pushing it. Yes,
The bald-headed
Cory
mayor.
Booker is pushing it. You know what I'm talking about. So Cory Booker is pushing this as well.
Yeah.
Cory Booker he has an act right now, the Marijuana Act, that he's trying to push right now to fix this problem.
That's right.
So with that said, with Cory Booker backing this guy, I see stars.
Yes.
And I see more people who are going to be backing this.
Yes. That's the Black Wall Street journalist. Jatali, where can people contact you?
You can contact me at info@kidswhobank.com. Or you can go to my website, www.kidswhobank.com. Or you can visit my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Kids Who Bank. Everything is Kids Who Bank. Thank you, Rakia.
Thank you, Jatali.